Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great day. Well, today as you can see we are going to be working on London, and I got it from Fansells last year in November sometime. So we are going to be working right down here on this little telephone booth because it's red and it's bright and we can all see it. And I have my little keychain here that I got from my friend who lives in the UK. So we are going to use it as the needle holder today. So what's everybody up to? Are y'all having a great weekend, I hope? Oh, it's been a weekend. I'm ready to go back to work, I think. You know, just for lack of something else better to do, right? Oh my goodness. Let me get you drawn in there. The number I'm using is 498. And we're going to be right down in here somewhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been kind of a not so busy weekend at all. Guess I was touching the camera. I couldn't figure out what was tickling on my forehead there. Oh, geez. Well, yesterday was about the biggest main event for this weekend. We went to Walmart, my daughter and the grandkids and I. And my daughter finally got the clothes she was planning on getting for my grandson, so he got all that done. And then we ate at McDonald's, and then we went home. We were just kind of done after Walmart. We didn't go to the thrift store there at all. We were going to, but we went out of town the other way and didn't go back through town. It wasn't too busy or anything, you know, just your typical weekend shopping, people here, there, and everywhere, but not like we had a lot of people in town. So it was pretty good. I guess this is the weekend. Everybody's like the last weekend after school starts, and people, you know, wanting to come out when it's cooler and that kind of thing. But not too bad. It could have been way worse. And then after I got home, I took like an hour nap or so. And got up, and I had to go to the grocery store, so I picked up a few things. So I'll have some stuff, you know, for like the beginning of the week. Trying to get that down just a bit. It's just so light. There we go. And yeah, so nothing too terribly exciting. The sun was out all day long. It got to be probably close to 75 degrees maybe. Kept saying 70, but it was fairly warm after such a chilly day we had yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before that, when it rained all day. My goodness, I'm telling you. So that was about the extent of our hoopty. It was too wet to go out in the woods and go walking around. Did get snow on the top of the mountains. I forgot to take a picture. What can I say? Oh my Lord. But yeah, there was a bit of snow up there. So I have no idea how many inches they got, or it was probably in the feet range because it was pretty visible from my house. I worked on this just a little bit the other day. I was working on hang on, it'd be easier to show you than unravel it all. It's working on the top of Big Ben, right up in here. I thought I'd just start from the top and work my way down, but yeah. Let's do something in a color. I need color. So, fun times. Trying to see if there's any, they're kind of hard to see. This thing has such horrific, what do you call it, confetti in it. It's just kind of difficult to work on. You know, if you just sit down, it's not like you could find a bigger area, you know, to stitch a whole area. No, that wasn't happening. It's just scattered. And I was going to tell you how many colors this actually has. Probably close to 50. I may be wrong. I know it's not 28. 44 different colors. Yeah, it has its own bag. So I stitched on this a little bit, and I stitched on one of my 14 count ones. It's got like a bouquet in the middle. I mean, like a vase. Let's start with there. A vase. And then it has like red and light purple flowers in it. It was just something to just stitch. So I worked on it in the, what do you call it? The confetti is not that horrible in that one. But I worked on it a bit. And that was about all I stitched on. I just kind of sat there like a vegetable after I got home, basically. Not getting the house cleaned up. Oh, brother. That didn't happen yesterday at all. Because by the time I thought about it, it was like, nope. I'm too tired. We walked all over Walmart. And then I walked all over the grocery store. And I get all the way back to my car. Now, we have the grocery store, and it has its own parking lot. And then if you go through this fence, there's another great big huge parking lot for, like, RVs to park and that kind of thing. So I walked all the way over there and forgot to get cat food. So I had to go all the way back. And then walk all the way back to the car. Like, oh my gosh, I am so done. Yeah, it was a lot of walking yesterday. I don't usually walk that far or put that many steps in one day. But my daughter and I, when we were at Walmart, we kind of divided to conquer, you know. And so I took my grandson. I took my granddaughter at one point, and then I took my grandson at another point because he wanted to go look at the phones and stuff. So, yeah. We were all over the store because I needed stuff in groceries, and I needed stuff in the cat litter. No, cat litter. The cat food, because I got cat food there, but they didn't have 9 lives, you know, because that's what Precious likes. And, you know, she likes that. But she likes the Friskies as well, but, you know, they didn't have too much of a, what do you call it, a choice on either one, so I just ended up getting like 6 cans there. So that's why I had to go to the grocery store. Well, it wasn't much better at the grocery store. I think there's a run on cat food. I'm telling you. So we ran all the way over there and all the way around. Then we had to go back because my grandson didn't get to talk to the, what do you call it? Like a service desk guy there, you know, in the phone section. So he wanted to talk to him. I'm like, okay, fine. So we went all the way back there. So we were like here, there, and everywhere at Walmart. By the time we got done, I was totally finished. So we basically just went down there, went to Walmart, went to lunch, and came back. We ate in the car. My daughter drove, we all ate. And she had to drop off lunch for my son-in-law because he had to work today. So, fun times. Then I got back and I was just absolutely just done. But the weather was just absolutely gorgeous after all that, you know. So we couldn't ask for a better day to go. And like I said, the traffic was not, it was pretty nominal. You know, of course there were some cars because it's the weekend and people have to get stuff for kids over the weekend, blah, blah, blah. But there wasn't long lines of traffic by any means. We had no problems getting in and out of wherever we went, so that was a good thing. I'm glad to hear that it is finally slowing down. Oh, but I'm still a little bit fried from yesterday. What can I say? I think we're going to have to go back down. But I thought this 498 would really just kind of pop off this canvas. I think there's another shade of red, but I'm not sure right at this moment what that is. This is 498. It may be 321. Guessing big time. What was it? Nope, it's not 40. It's 309. Yeah. Isn't another shade of the red. 498, and that's about it. There may be another couple down there, but yay. Just wanted to work with red today. Believe it or not, I get a little sick of working with just blue or pink. Yeah, pink's another one. It's like we gotta do something else. So let's just work with another bright color. So no grand plans for this week that I know of yet. Now my daughter goes to work today and works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I think. Unless they call her in for any other time. Whoops, that is so not that simple. There's green pluses, and then there's a half square with a green in it. And if I don't tip this, what do you call it? This canvas, as I'm stitching, I can't tell what the symbol is that I'm looking for. It just looks like lines from, it's like an optical illusion, if you will. And boy, this thing needed to be crunched down, but I didn't get there. I just started stitching. That's how that happens. A lot. This is a big canvas. I think it's like, what does it say? 60 by 80. So it's quite wide. So on some of these bigger canvases, not the huge ones, because I just start on one edge and just go, you know, towards the middle, basically. But on these big wide ones, it's kind of difficult. And when they're so confetti, it's difficult for me to figure out where it is I'm going to start. So haven't gotten much done on this. I think, is it Stitchery Lovers? I think that's her name here on YouTube. She's doing New Orleans. And when I went to go find New Orleans, because it was popular back then, I found London. So, and there's also one, I think, of a, we'll call it a building, because I don't think it was a castle. I'm not sure. Of some place in Spain, in Barcelona. So, yeah. That I saw. And I went to go look at this to take a picture, and the only thing I could find was the diamond painting version of this. So, and it had too bright of colors for what this actually looks like. Didn't watch anything exciting on Netflix that I hadn't seen 50,000 times. So, that's what I watched. So I could just sit there and stitch. And I worked on that 14 count for a while. Not a great deal, but, you know, I put a couple full 6 strands of 2 colors, I think, into it. So, not a biggie. I never make too much progress on my 14 count. It's just, some days it's just something to stitch. I'll just pull it out and stitch. And I noticed that I got well, you can't really see it, can you? No. I got a bruise right there on where my wrist sticks out from trying to pull the, what do you call it? Transmission dipstick out to check it the other day. I took the skin right off the edge of my hand. I don't know. Nope, you really can't tell, but there's a bruise right there. So it kind of makes my hand ache. Nothing too terribly horrible. It's just noticeable. Let's just call it that. So, fun times. And I don't know. My daughter said maybe while my son-in-law is off work, he can come over and check out the car and see what's up with it, what we need to do here, there, and everywhere. So, we'll see. Be glad when I get this thing all so-called outlined with the red. And then I can fill in all the other little happy stuff that's in the middle of it there. So I got nothing on what I'm going to be stitching on today. You know, whatever just pops into my brain and starts that nagging thing, like, get me out, get me out, get me out. You remember me. Get me out. Yeah, then I have to go on a hunting binge. So, we'll see. And I did straighten around some of those crates that I, you know, have back there. That some of them are big, some of them are small. And trying to get the ones that I've recently worked on all in one general area and put the ones that haven't been started in another area. That way it's easier to find what I am looking for. I need to have one of those big crates to put these bigger cross stitches in. So they're all in one area, but I haven't gotten there yet. I have all the counted stuff in one area. So it's getting organized bit by bit. Maybe that's something I can do in the middle of winter when nobody can go anywhere. But I just don't think about those things, you know. When that thing arrives, I'm more like, well, let's just sit on the couch and put a blanket over our legs and just stitch, see? So. I should really pull out those Tai Chis because they're nice and small. They're like 45 by 45, 40 or 45 by 45. I can't remember. Something near there. I don't know when anything will show up as far as reviews, you know, go. Might be another week or so. I'm just not real sure. Sometimes, you know, when I say that, and then the next thing you know, here they all come, so. We will see. But we'll continue on with Autumn Saturday. Hope you're enjoying this little series that we're working on. All right, guys. Let me get one more stitch in there. One more. Put it down here. Well, it's starting to show up. Like I said, I'm going to have this under a way better light so that I can see where those X's are, because I don't know if there's another symbol or not, but we'll keep working on it. Well, thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.